Listen, no, never in a million years.
That's all I wanted to hear. I'm not going to ask you again, right?
The
It's just
only, the
one
only,
question.
the only time, the closest thing that's happened was one time I was really frustrated and raised my voice, and she was like, "King, why are you raising your voice? Like, why are you raising your voice?" I was like, "You're right, babe. I shouldn't be raising my voice."
Okay.
That was it.
Okay.
Like, why would I?
Just a question.
Bro, what?
Just a question.
If it has to get too
Bro, I'm gonna give you. Listen, I've been in every toxic situation. I've been with girls where I'm here home and somebody shows up, and I've had girls go at it at each other. I've had girls show up at other girls' home. Like, I've been in every type of crazy situation. And for me, to be honest with you, I would much rather get rid of somebody than like get to the point where like I even need to like yell. If I have to yell, if I have to call you out your name, if I have to do something like that, then we just honestly shouldn't be together. That's my minimum. I'm very just quick to get rid of people because at the end of the day, it's not worth it. It's not worth losing anything for what? Like, no, like if we can't talk like adults, we're just not gonna be together.
Fair. That makes sense. That makes perfect sense. Y'all are funny to me. Okay, so okay, I appreciate that, Sean. Thank you. So Sean, how did you feel? Because I remember one day you were on live, right? And I think Shanice got on live at the same time. And you came in, you didn't play no music. You came in all sad and you didn't want to dance. You didn't want to do anything. So, like, were you watching her live on your way to your live?
You think that I want to watch Shanice's live for what? To see her talk about makeup and talk about.
She be talking about being outside. Now don't go there. She be talking about being all the way outside on red carpet outside. I'm talking about the writer boy outside. I'm talking about Belize outside. She's outside.
Good for her. How does that affect my life? Like her being outside.
That's what I was asking. Like, okay, so how does that? I was gonna ask the next question. So how does that make you feel seeing that Shanice is out here like literally living her best fucking life? Like she is living her life. Like I have never seen this girl glow as much as she's been glowing on TikTok. I mean, when I tell you she could be on TikTok 5 minutes and she be at 3 million views. I'm just kind of curious as to how that makes you feel.
Bro, like I'm happy for her. Like, what do you guys? I know, like you people may be like, oh, F my ex, dude. I have nothing bad to say about Shanice, and I'm happy that she's in a relationship. Like, I'm truly happy for her. I would much rather see her be in a relationship, be in a happy, satisfied relationship, than like try to have this hot girl summer and like devalue herself and give losers access to her body. I would much rather see her be in a happy, healthy relationship. And the only reason why I wanted to be with Shanice is because I felt like I was the best guy for her. She did not feel that way. And she found what she feels like is a great guy for her. And I'm happy for her. Because the only thing I ever wanted to do was see her happy. I'm excited for her. Guys, you don't have to hate your ex. If you love somebody, if you truly love somebody and not what they can do for you, you just want to see them happy. Like you want to see them happy, whether it's with you or whether it's with somebody else or whether it's on their own, you want to see them happy. And I am happy to see her happy. Guys, I don't care about likes. I don't care about views. I don't really care about any of that stuff, like at all. That's all superficial things. And to be honest with you, I'm very happy for her because I feel like that's something that she values. I feel like me and her value totally different things. I'm much more of a deeper type of person. I think she values like things like that. So I'm happy for her. I'm happy we could help her build a platform that she could like be eager to create and be on. I'm happy that we gave that to her because guess what? Every time she goes live and gets 1 million likes, guess who gave that platform to her? We did. So it's the gift that keeps on giving. So I'm excited about it.
So you had to throw your little credit in there. You had to take a little credit for her, huh?
It's not the credit. It's the truth. That's the greatest gift you can ever give somebody. A platform that they can connect with millions of people all over the world. And like that's something that she really cares about and she really likes too. I'm happy. I'm happy for her.
Okay. And the reason why I asked that is because when she was doing her YouTube series, you had kind of made I guess a joke about what she was wearing. Like, what does she have on? And I was like, oh my gosh, Sean is already, he just started hating on her already. You don't remember that? You probably gonna say no. Do you remember
I
that
don't,
when
I
you were
don't
talking about
remember
her?
that, but I don't have any room in my heart to like hate on people. That's just not what I
So
do.
you don't remember that's what you're saying?
No, I said I do remember that comment, but like I just don't hate on people. Hate on people for what?
Okay.
Guys, I feel like a lot of you all just move respectfully out of like fear and like scarcity and not out of love and abundance. Like when you move out of abundance, like you never trip about losing something, losing a deal, losing anything because you know there's always more opportunities out there.
Okay.
Like there's enough money on this planet for every single person, including newborn babies, to have $500 million. Everybody on $500 million. There's no shortage of money. There's just a shortage of people getting it. What's the fucking point? Guys, opportunities are endless. Money's endless. There's always great women out there. Like it's there's billions of women on the planet. There's billions of people on TikTok on the planet. Like it's you can always get more followers. You can always get another deal. You can always get another girl. Like I don't move out of scarcity.
How close are you for making her mom a millionaire? Didn't you say something about you're going to make her mom to where that she can
Never said
retire?
we
How
was gonna
close are
make
you
her
to
mom a
that?
millionaire. I never said we was gonna make her mom a millionaire. I'm pretty sure that'll
What
happen,
retired?
but that was never the goal.
What about
The goal
retired?
was to the goal was to retire her.
Okay, are you close to doing that?
What do you mean by what do you define as close to doing
You know,
that?
you tell me because you said it. That's what I'm asking. I'm just asking a question. When you say you're
So
wanting to retire her mom, you tell us.
yeah, yes. So for me, the way I look at it is you have to have assets to be able to do that. It shouldn't come from earned income. It shouldn't come from business because that stuff can fluctuate. But when you have legitimate assets and when you have 10 times your level of expenses, to me, coming in passively from assets, I think that's when you're like free. So no, we're not at the point where our passive income is 10 times our expenses. That's the only thing that we're waiting on. Because the last thing I would want to do is tell somebody to quit their job, and then 3 years later we hit like a rough patch, or the business or anything turns, and somebody's fucked, and they were counting on me. So when I tell somebody, "Yo, quit your job," it's rock solid for sure.
Okay, that makes perfect sense. So how close are you to doing that for her mom is the question.
I would say we probably got another what, like 13,000 in passive income to create, 13 monthly. Yeah, another 13,000 a month. No, I would probably say I'd probably say 35,000. Another with $35,000 a month away in
So
passive income.
how so are you saying maybe within a month's time you can retire her mom?
No, I said passively. So when I say passively, I mean like you have so many businesses, so many little checks coming in, so many different flows that it equals 35,000 a month passively, regardless of what the business does. I'm not talking about earned income. I'm not talking about earned income. I'm talking about pure passive income from investments.
Okay. All right. Okay. Well, I'm gonna leave you alone because your energy is kind of different today, and I don't want you to be upset about people asking questions, even though you have a platform for people to ask questions. So I'm gonna give the opportunity for.
I just think
I
some
do
things
have,
you
I
guys
do have
shouldn't do.
okay, you're right. I do have a question for.
So you think it's cool to like literally try to tarnish somebody's name as like a pedophile? You think
No,
that that's
that
okay?
is not cool at all. That is not cool at all. I
So
agree.
when somebody sits up here and jokes about it and says, "Oh, I'm 16," and they're really 22, you feel like that's okay to do?
That is not okay, and I understand.
That's exactly my point.
I see. Okay. You made me forget what I was gonna say to Olivia.
I'm sorry. I'm just really handsome. I didn't mean to make you forget your question.
You know what, son? You are very handsome. I get tired of you saying that you look like a turtle because you really don't. You're a very handsome guy. Look at Olivia, trying so funny. All right. Well, I guess I'm gonna let y'all go. I really had a question for Olivia, but I forgot.
Yeah. Do you have a business?
I do have a business actually.
What kind of business you got?
So I rent out slingshots. So I don't know if you know what that is. It's
Oh,
like a
slingshots are dope. Okay, I'm about to get. I'm about to. I can't say what it is, but no, slingshots are fire. Not my style, but slingshots are. They're a lot of fun.
What are those? Oh yeah, I saw that. Yeah, that's cool.
you
Slingshots.
say we could hear it. Tell us.
How much you make a month on that? How much you make a month on that?
What you just told Olivia? I want to know.
Hmm?
What you just say
No,
to
it's a
Olivia?
secret. It's a
Really?
secret. If it meant to be said out loud, I would have said it out loud.
Ooh, honey. All right. Well, look,
How
go
much?
ahead
How
and
much? How much you make a month on that?
negative. So listen, I'm gonna let someone else take some space so they can start asking some questions. I just had those few questions. I did have a few for Olivia, but I completely forgot. But just bring somebody else on.
Where you located? Can somebody rent your slingshot?
Oh, I'm in Florida.
Yeah, Florida, them things be popping. Whoever's in Florida and goes and rents from her
What
and
city?
screenshots it to me, I'll pay for it.
What city though?
What city you in? Miami?
In that area, I don't like to say what city on TikTok. You got 21,000 people, but it's they can inbox
Florida.
me. If they're serious about renting, they can definitely inbox me, and I can definitely give them
How
more
much is it for
information.
a day? $300? How much is it for a day? 300?
The going price is 350 in certain areas and 550 in certain areas a day. I try to be competitive and kind of stay under. So I normally rent mine for 350 depending on the year, time of year, and then 300
And how big is your fleet? How many slingshots you got? Like 10?
or
And how much you making a month? Like 15, 20K on that?
not sharing that information, but it's really like if you ever thought about if you're seriously thinking about if you decide to think about getting into it,
No,
it's some really
I want to invest. I want to invest. Would you take on a silent investor? If I'm like, hey, I want to send you 30, 40, $50,000, whatever. I just want like a profit share. Have you ever thought about that? Taking on investors?
no, I'm too small for that right now. I just started this like
Why would you be why would you be too small to take on a silent investor?
uh I just yeah.
I'm not asking for
Are you
equity
saying
in your
with
business.
you?
I'm asking
Are you
for
asking me with you though? Are you saying with you?
yeah. I'm talking about me.
Oh, okay. No, not right now. I'm not interested at the time, but I appreciate it though.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. Well, listen, y'all have a great night, and thank you so much for allowing me to be on your
So
platform.
what's your goal? What's your goal with your business? How big you gonna beat your fleet to?
That's a good question. If it keeps going as good as it's going, I mean, it can go as big as it can get. You know, I don't have any limits or anything like that, but I do want to be smart when it comes down to investing because they run between 29 and 33,000. So you just want to be smart about it.
You just gave me a business idea. I think I'm gonna start me one of them businesses. Find somebody and give them half of the profits. You should teach people that. You should create a coaching program where you teach people how to start an exotic rental business, but make it not like Lamborghinis and stuff because it can be hard to get into that. I have a lot of buddies that do exotic rentals. I know. If somebody has a supercar in San Diego, I know who it is. I know where they bought it from. Very small. In Miami, it's a lot more popular. But you should create a coaching program. Once you start making like 25, 30,000 a month, you should create like a $5,000 coaching offer where you like teach people how to do the same thing. I think that'd be self-actualization and then self-transcendence.
That's great advice. Thank you so much, Sean. You're not as mean as I thought. You're a nice
Great
guy.
advice. I'm not a nice guy, but
You
I'm
are.
very kind-hearted.
You're very kind. You're very nice. I just don't want you to.
Go ahead.
No, what did you? I think I cut you off. What did you say?
No, I'm just surprised at this whole conversation. To be honest with you,
Why do you say that?
because I would just not expect a business owner to come up here and ask me about somebody's life on a TikTok. Like that's crazy to me. Like
Yeah.
I just would not expect that. That's wild. Like, do you really think like I? Like, this is the stuff that I like to talk about. This is the stuff I like to do right here. What we're talking about right now, which is business.
Yeah. We can talk about that all day, but I don't want to hold up your live because I know other people want to ask questions about your personal business, such as myself. I just want to know.
I want to say one thing.
When I asked you about
one thing to you.
hold on one second, Sean. When I was asking you about,
I want to say one thing to you. I want to say one thing to you. So, do you know who Jeff Bezos is?
No, who's Jeff Bezos?
He's the owner of Amazon. He's the founder of Amazon.
Mm-hmm.
He used to be the CEO. Do you know what percentage of Amazon that Jeff Bezos owns? He's the third richest man in America, by the way.
Okay, so what point are you making on this?
No, I'm asking you, do you know?
No, I was hoping that you were going to make a point.
Take a guess. I'm making a point. You just got to answer the question. Answer the question. Like, what percentage do you think Jeff Bezos owns of Amazon?
I'm not really sure. Tell me.
But if you were sure, what number would it be?
Let's see. I don't know. I just don't understand why you're pushing it versus just telling us. Because I want you to have time to bring other guests on.
All you got to do is just answer the question. You guys, all you got to do is answer the question. Do you think it's 20%, 50%, 75%? Like, what percentage of Amazon do you think Jeff Bezos owns?
Okay, so if we're talking percentage, what percentage in terms of how close you are to actually being divorced?
I would say like 93%. Now, let's go back to the question. Could you answer the question, please?
You said 90 what? 93%?
You heard what I said. Yeah, you heard what I said. So could you answer the question, or are you just not going to answer the question? If you're not going to answer it, I would rather you tell me straight up.
Let's see what the comments
say. You want to play? You want to?
Okay, so what? The comments. Okay, so you said 93%, so I'll say 93% to the question that you asked.
Check this out. Listen. Jeff Bezos owns 9.7% of Amazon. That's it. He owns less than 10% of Amazon. He's the third richest person in the world. I am not a billionaire. I am not none of that. My advice to you, though, is if you want to get wealthy, you got to figure out a way to make other people wealthy. And if you're making $15,000, $20,000 a month, it's cool to sit up here and try to crack jokes about being a pedo and our relationship in this. But there's people who probably live in Florida who could really learn from you, who could really learn game. And you have a chance to positively impact them, but instead you choose to focus on drama. You have a chance to, you don't know who I know.
Let me say something about that.
Right? I do listen, and instead you're like, nah, I got it. And I have no doubt you're going to be successful because you're already killing it. But I personally think you should not chase like any specific number. You should chase your potential. And you're clearly very intelligent. You're clearly very business savvy. When I literally see you, you just seem like such a waste of potential, and it's honestly very disappointing. So with that being said, that's just a nugget. Thank you so much for being on here. I wish that you cared more about other people than you did about Donald, but you guys get to control these conversations. I just think it would have been a great opportunity. Anyways, we appreciate you. Peace. Have a good night.
Bye.
All right, boot her off. Man, it's so crazy. I'm surprised she owns a business.
Yes, my game.
She could be doing like
a lot in Southern Florida.
I think I'm gonna do that, babe. I'm gonna like partner with somebody in Southern Florida, and we could just start a fleet. You know what I would do?
Yes, okay. Yeah.
I'm gonna start. I'm actually about to make that as a goal.
Period.
That's crazy, bro. Y'all really be up here just wanting to, but I like the fact that we get to kind of like weed those people out.
Yeah. I agree with you.
Oh. Hi. How are you? You gotta give me a second. Put on a shirt because I don't have one on. I just have a bra on. Hello?
Oh. Hello? Hi. We're here.
Hi. Are y'all gonna ask me questions?
Yes, yes, yes. What's your name? Where are you from? Where we don't see your camera though, so you gotta
I know
press
I'm putting on the
save.
shirt. My name
Okay.
is Miss Shantion. I'm from Cleveland, Ohio.
Gotcha. And would you be in a poly relationship?
No, not at all.
Gotcha. Wait for you to get your camera on.
No, not at all. Not at
I
all.
got you.
Not at all. Can't do it. No.
What's one thing you have taken away from watching?
To not let nobody control me at all. Whether that be family, friends, my partner. Not at all.
I agree with that. Good thing that's not happening. Anyway, next question is what is something we can do to improve?
I'm sorry? Repeat
What is one
that.
thing we can do to improve? What is one thing we can do to improve?
You guys need to be more patient, I would say. Some questions when people come up here, y'all are like quick to respond without letting them elaborate. So work on your patience, because sometimes y'all come up here and people are asking y'all questions and y'all like, whoa, wait, no. Or Olivia, I don't know what this is, but you would turn up your face a bit. I don't know if you noticed that, but like your facial expressions just come off like as rude, if that makes sense.
I'm just really curious where people come up with this outrageous, very interesting and untrue claims. That's it. So I get taken aback. And the thing about me is I'm going to be straightforward. So I'm either going to tell you how I feel or you're going to see how I feel about something. And if you don't like it, at least you'll know that you don't like it sooner than later. I'm okay with that.
Okay, but yeah, I would say that's what y'all need to work on.
You saw what?
Just like your patience
Gotcha.
and like facial
Okay.
expressions, just the way you come off to people.
Yeah, I can see that. I feel like we give a lot of patience, and like at what point like does patience actually thin? Would you
That's up
say?
to y'all. But once again, that's something y'all need to work on. But I had a question for Sean. I'm gonna wait for him to get off his phone or finish doing what he's doing.
What up, bro?
I'm gonna have a conversation with you, and you're looking at your phone.
Yeah, I'm gonna look at whatever I want to. What's up?
Okay. So I hear you say all the time, oh, well, they need to heal. They need to heal. If you claim you did nothing to your exes and you did nothing at all to them, what are they healing from?
I never said I did nothing to anybody. I said I fucked up a lot as a man and as a leader. And if anybody's saying anything bad about me, I gotta take responsibility for it. If my exes have something to say about me, there's something that I did like wrong. Just because I disagree with their story, just because I disagree with somebody's recollection of events, doesn't mean that I'm gonna invalidate them or make myself a victim and abandon all responsibility. I don't think that's what men do. I think men take responsibility, so much so that we take responsibility for things that aren't even our fault, because that's what being a leader is about. It's about taking care of the people that you're leading. So if they feel like I let them down, then in some way I let them down, and I learned a lot through those failures. A lot. Just because I disagree with somebody's story doesn't mean that I feel like I didn't do anything wrong. There's a lot of shit that I gotta work on. There's a lot of shit that I need to improve upon as a man. Is that clear?
No, it's clear, but what have you done to them? Oh, that I haven't done this. Oh, they're lying about this. What have you done to them for them to heal oh so badly?
I mean, it's just so much stuff, like not believing in them, not prioritizing, not communicating effectively, not communicating in a healthy way. Like there's a lot of shit that I can like improve upon. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, I realize with women, like, you know, they love and they love deeply, and like they be really, y'all be really trusting us. And you can never you never want to abuse or play with a woman's trust, because like love can turn to hate real quick. So you got to understand that, and I got to accept whatever came with it. You know what I'm saying? I don't take it too personal. It is what it is, you know? But there's a lot I need to improve on as a man.
My next question is for Olivia. Olivia, do you like to travel?
I do like to travel, yes.
When was the last time you went out of the state or out of the country for something non-business related? And was it you by yourself? Because I feel like your relationship, and it's just my feeling, what I've seen, majority of the time I'm at work, but it seems like you guys are very codependent. You know, if that makes sense. You guys do everything together, and it's okay to do things together, but you guys seem codependent in your relationship.
Are you in a relationship?
I am.
All right. How long you been in that relationship?
Not long. About 4 months.
What's not long? All
About
right,
4
4
months.
months. And how old are you?
I'm 21 and he's 22.
All right, you're 21, he's 22. So like,
Yeah.
why are you giving like a relationship advice?
I'm just asking. I said it seems like you guys are very codependent. I never said, oh, you guys are codependent, you need to do this. I just said you guys seem like you're very codependent.
Okay, go ahead. Continue. I just want to be clear, you're not giving us relationship advice or giving Olivia a relationship advice, but go ahead.
No, I just asked Olivia, like, why did you know, when was the time she traveled outside alone by herself without you?
I mean, before I came to San Diego, but that was actually it was before, and it wasn't for business. It's been so, I would say it's been like, I think it's been like 1 or 2 years.
1 or 2
For
years.
not business at all. I don't know. I've been in business for a while. And to be honest, when I was like traveling and stuff like that, there was a time where I traveled like a lot, like for months. I would just do back to back kind of traveling. And it was pretty draining. I mean, it was cool and all, but I was not productive in that time. Like that was not when my business, I actually didn't even have a business idea that much. And yeah, that wasn't happening. So if you're asking me, like, would I rather be traveling right now or working on my business? The answer is going to be working on my business and being focused and locked in. Like, I wish I honestly did that sooner. I honestly, really, truly do wish I did it sooner. I regret traveling earlier? No, but I wish I did start my business journey sooner.
So the last time you traveled alone by yourself without anything business related was 2 years ago. So you were what, 19, 18? Because you're about to be 21 in November, correct?
I'm gonna have to check back because I don't want to give you all the wrong day and then or give you something and you'll be like, wait, this, that, and the other. I really cannot give you an exact date right now. I mean, I can look back at my photos. Well, the last time I went to Bali, I mean, that's what I can tell you.
Okay. When? August? Next month?
I'm going, who?
You said you're going on a trip in August next month?
On a trip, whenever I go on a trip, I don't take vacations per se. I'll do that stuff like later. I believe you should create a life that you don't need vacations from.
So when are you going on this so-called business trip? Because you did mention it in a live one day that you're going on a business trip sometime in August or September.
Whenever that time comes, I'll do that.
My apologies. My phone is on low battery. Okay. My next question is for Olivia once again. Olivia, what do you consider not a part of, your lifestyle right now? Because you talk about, business, but we never hear you talk about I went here, I enjoyed myself with this, I went and took myself on a date. Oh, I went and bought myself this. Like, what do you do alone? What is your self-care for yourself? Not for Sean, not what Sean does for you, not what he provides for you, but for yourself.
I feel like my outlet is honestly like being active and being outside. So I would say being outside, journaling, just being active outside, honestly, going to the beach, being around nature, as well as like on the weekends, I make sure to do my self-love, self-care routine. Like I watch movies sometimes. I cook, like I love trying new things when it comes to like in the kitchen. I love making new teas, new beverage recipes. I like doing a lot of things.
So, little things. You don't take yourself out on a trip. You don't do any of those things. The little things, like normal things, is what you do to occupy your time when you're not, doing business things. Because you said, like, watching movies and, cooking and doing this and doing that. Let's say I talk to somebody else. They're going to say, oh, yeah, I went to Dubai. Oh, yeah, I went here. Oh, yeah, I went here. But you don't seem to take trips. You don't seem to go out with friends or anything like that because it's not part of the mission.
First of all, I just want to make this perfectly fucking clear. I would never allow one of my queens to go on a freaking girls trip unless it was like with other queens to fucking Dubai. If Olivia was like, I'm going to Dubai with my girlfriends, I'm like, well, shit, you ain't coming back here. Have fun, but you ain't coming back here. That's absolutely ridiculous. I would, no, that's just completely out of the question. Like, for what? Like, if we're gonna go to Dubai, why would we not do that together? And any dude that lets his girl go on a girls trip, bro, like, dude, you're just goofy, bro. Especially if they're single, they better all be like in a relationship. And even then, that's still kind of like, I want to like know them because that's wild. Yeah, I don't understand the dangers of traveling internationally. People just be thinking stuff is like sweet. Like it is not sweet. Like they're like y'all make jokes about me, but like there are really people who be like, go and then they never come back. Like that's very, 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 very dangerous. And I think part of a man, part of being a leader is making sure that your woman is absolutely safe, right? Does that mean she has to be up under me 24/7? No, 100%, not 100% false. But I would never personally, I'm not with that girl. That's a boundary for me. Y'all ain't got to do that. I'm not saying that this is law. I just know for me, bro, I'm not gonna have some like, be with a woman that's going on like girls trips. But if you want to do single stuff, be single. You're not finna do single stuff with me. That's weird.
So you feel like how
Girls trip to my
And that's another reason. That's so hard because this is a lot of arguments. Like this is a great conversation. This creates a lot of arguments in relationships, and this is another beautiful part about polygyny. The fact is, I'm not gonna have them arguments because I'm gonna have 7 beautiful queens, and guess what? They like, hey King, we're going on a girls trip. I'm like, shit, y'all have fun.
Take pictures.
She has another queen and another queen. Hey, y'all go fuck. You're not gonna hear people out of me. What, y'all all gonna cheat on me? No, absolutely. Like that's wild. You know what I mean? No. So like I'm with that, but like my girl going on a girls trip with single friends. Oh, that's not the question. That's never happening. Never.
With single
Never.
friends?
Never. Also, if you guys want to call me controlling, my queens don't follow another guy on Instagram. What you need to follow another guy on Instagram for? I'm your king. Like. I'm your king. Like, you should be liking my pictures. That's it. Like, dudes be so like, oh my gosh. Cause I'm not finna be in a relationship where I'm insecure. Fuck that. It's total transparency. I work too hard to be wondering. I got bigger shit to worry about.
That's true.
I don't want to be worried about dumb stuff.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not finna be in a relationship where I'm insecure. And insecure is just an absence of knowledge. That's all insecurity is. Dudes can sit up here and be like, it's cool, but I guarantee you a dude who has a girlfriend, he's scrolling on Instagram and he sees his girl double tapping a photo of another dude. Like he sees it. Like when he just scrolling through Instagram and he sees liked by his girlfriend or a comment by his girlfriend, he's gonna be like, damn, that's fucked up. You know, he's gonna be like, what the fuck? That's crazy. So you guys may think that that's crazy, but that's just the standard that I have. Has she went out of town by herself before? Yes, it was for business. She went to Orlando.
But has she went
for business.
or nothing business related while with you. That's what I'm trying to get at, because you said, "Oh, I wouldn't allow oh, I wouldn't allow her to do that." Just because you go on a girls trip
Not
does not
allow her
mean
to take a girl trip. She can do whatever.
just because you go on a
Listen,
girls
let
trip
me
does
make
not
this
mean
clear.
you're single.
Let me make this clear. Hold on. Let me make it clear. She can do whatever she wants, but there's some things that if she did, we would no longer be together. She can do whatever she wants. She's a free person, right? But for me, relationship with the relationship with her single friends. If you want to do single shit, be single. I'm not gonna be in a relationship with a girl every weekend. I'm cool on that. I'm not that. Now, if you want to go out, you want to out, we do stuff together. Cool. You want to take a trip together? Okay, eventually down the line, sure, we can plan something. But as far as like me being in a relationship and a girl going on a girl trip with her single girlfriends, absolutely not. As far as me being in a relationship with the girl and she's following other guys on Instagram, absolutely not. Like, I'm cool on that.
So, for reference, let's say, okay, my boyfriend, he's not from America. He's not from here, but I am. Let's say he goes back to his home country, by himself. Would you consider that single stuff? Would you consider Olivia going out by herself single stuff? Like, do you not trust Olivia to the point where she's like, oh yeah, I'm in a relationship. I have a man. I have a boyfriend.
Yeah. Well, listen, man. If your your boyfriend wants to send you into the world and does if he's okay with taking that risk of sending you to a whole nother continent by yourself and having no way to protect you, that's on him. He can do that. For me, I think it would be kind of weird to send my queen to a whole nother continent and I have no way of ensuring that she's safe. That's crazy. To me, y'all can do whatever y'all want to do. I personally think when we get rich enough to have a private jet, it'll be a lot different because it's just different. You're like out the way. It's a certain level of like security. Like, to just be like, all right, if she's just like, I'm going to Bali for 2 weeks and that's just that. Like, to me, it would kind of rub me like the wrong way. I would be like, hey, why is this? Is this for like self-discovery? If she had a very good reason, of course I'm gonna like support her. But to just do that to do it, I would be like, hey, that's kind of weird. And if she continued to do that, I wouldn't be together. I don't feel comfortable somebody just being gone and then like I can't do anything to protect them. Like, go with people. Women, I personally think women should travel with people. I don't think women should travel alone. I think when women travel to different continents alone is very fucking dangerous, especially when they be in countries and continents that they don't know. Bro, people will, and I'm not even trying to put bad juju out there, but people will snatch you up. You don't speak the language. Like, I know that we should live in a world where people don't do bad stuff, but the reality is we do live in a world where people do bad stuff. And for me, I'm gonna protect mine. I'm gonna protect my queen. So I would not be cool with that. She just hit me, was like, I'm going to Paris for 2 weeks. I'm like, shit.
Oh yeah, Paris.
We can get snails down the street. Let's escargot. Let's escargot.
So you taking a trip just because you want to do single stuff?
Listen, man. Every situation is different. Listen, every situation is different. I'm just telling you that do with it what you will. I don't think women should travel to different countries alone. I think that is a terrible idea. I would not feel comfortable sending one of my queens to Paris or France by herself. If you're gonna travel out the fucking continent, please have a group. And if you're gonna have a group, y'all are not finna be on some hot girl summer shit while you're in a relationship with me. I'm not doing that shit. I'm cool on that.
So, because I feel like you didn't answer my question. My whole question was, do you feel like taking a girls trip? My whole question was, do you feel like taking a girls trip just because you want to go out and have fun without your boyfriend, or going out and having fun by yourself, exploring the world means you want to be single, means you're doing single stuff? You could trust Olivia. Olivia could go out and do whatever she wants. Olivia could go out and, let's say Olivia's like, oh yeah, I want to go to Florida. I want to go here. I want to go to Disney World by herself. Does that mean she wants to be single?
All right, okay, give me an example of something you would want to do in Miami by yourself that you wouldn't want to do with your man?
I said go to Disney World. I'm a big ass kid. I'm not gonna lie.
You
I want to go
wanna
to
go
Disney
to
World
you want to hold on. So let me get this straight. Why would you want to go? What is the benefit of going to Disney World by yourself versus going with your man?
because when I went with my mom, first off, I was 4 when I first went. I'm about to be 22. I was 4 when I first went. My boyfriend, like I said,
I said your man, not your mom.
oh my god,
I said
are you gonna let me
your
finish?
man, not your mom.
Okay.
Yeah, go ahead.
Once again, if we're talking about me and my man, like I said, my man isn't from here. My boyfriend is from Congo. He's from Africa. If he wants to go back to Africa and he wants to go and visit his home country and he wants to do this and do that, he can, because I trust him. Because he can do what he wants. I have his location, he has mine. He texts me, checks in with me every single day. When he's at work, when I'm at work. We have that trust. That's what we have. If he's like, hey babe, like I'm gonna go back to my home country, like I'm missing my family, I'm gonna go visit them, or I'm gonna go visit my old house, he can go and do that. I'm not gonna be like, oh, so you're gonna be single? Oh, you're gonna do this? I'm about to do that because that's his choice. If I did not trust him to go out and go to another continent, I wouldn't be in a relationship with him. You're not in a relationship with someone you don't trust. To a cause.
I wouldn't be. Listen. I would not be in a relationship with somebody I don't trust. Does that make sense?
That was my question. So, do you trust Olivia enough so if she wanted to go out, she could?
I would not. Listen, you gotta listen. I would not be in a relationship with somebody I don't trust. So, with that being said, what can you do in Disneyland by yourself that you wouldn't rather do with your man?
First off, I said forget that because you was like, oh, but that was what your mom. Like I said, my boyfriend is from Congo. If he wants to go to his country alone, he can because I trust him.
I wanna ask him something. Is it that you don't trust me, or you don't trust like other people in other circumstances?
I'm never gonna put my queen in danger. Like period. Like ever. Like I'm not doing that.
That's what I'm saying. Like it's not that. It's just that literally anything can happen. We can't trust that 100% that you are completely like everything's gonna be good because he's not there.
Like she's got a trip to Indonesia. She's got a trip planned to Indonesia with like her mom. Like that's cool. Right? Like they're gonna do their own thing, right? You guys are gonna go for like 2 weeks. She's gonna be in Indonesia with her mom. I'm saying, like, if she just was like, I want to go to the mountains of Bali and I want to be home for 3 weeks, I'd be like, fuck no. I mean, you do what you want, but like, I don't think that that's cool. I don't think that that's like safe. And that's a place where she actually speaks the language, so she would be like better off. But if she's just like, oh, I'm going to France for 3 weeks, I'd be like, well, I don't think that's the best idea.
So,
and she can do what she wants to do, right? Like ultimately, if she was just like wanted to get up, or she just wanted to use her AMX points and freaking book flight, there's nothing I can do to stop her. However, I just know she wouldn't be in a relationship with me. Like if she you can do what you want. I'm just not going to be with somebody that does that.
Yes, and also you have to realize that like a man's there to protect and provide, and if you're not letting him actually lead you and be a leader, then what is he there for? Like you're just gonna lead to the leadership that you agree with and makes you feel good. But no, if you actually trust his leadership, like we're talking about trust, he trusts me, I trust his leadership, so it goes both ways. And I just genuinely believe, and I know that he's there to protect and provide for me, and he's going to protect me. And I actually really love that. Like I really love that, and to have that in my life is a blessing. And a lot of people think that it's hostage or holding me back or anything, when in actuality I value that a lot.
Yeah. By the way, most of y'all are taking trips because you guys, I'm not trying to throw any shade, but a lot of y'all don't feel happy and fulfilled with your life. So you need to go taking a trip to relax, to recharge, to do all that stuff. But when you live a purpose-driven life, like you don't necessarily need all that like stuff. A lot of you guys have to go on a vacation because you work a job that drains you. You are around people that don't believe in your dreams. Like you need an escape. Like when you create a life that you don't need an escape from, it's just very, 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 very different. right? Like I want to travel and stuff. Like when I'm like, I want to travel and stuff when I have like a private jet. When I like we have when we have companies that are worth tens of hundreds of millions of dollars. Like that's personally when I want to travel when we can actually do it like big and do it right, and we can do what we want to do. We've created real true wealth. Right? So that's that. Because a lot of people go on vacation and come back to the same fucking problems. The same thing, the same stress that was, and they still have to like deal with it when they get back.
Okay, Olivia. So I want to make a statement first and I have a question for Olivia. So my mom, she's in a relationship, right? My mom, she just went to Germany and France by herself. But she's in a relationship. She went alone. Does that mean like, oh, her man isn't leading, her man isn't, taking, control, and he's not making sure she's safe? Because my mom works for the federal government. When we go on vacation, we sit there on the beach and we relax. We sit there and watch the ocean. That's what we do on vacation.
That's the beautiful part about relationships, that people can do what they want. I'm not saying that man isn't protecting. I'm not saying that man isn't making sure she's safe. If that works for him, that works for him. If you go on vacation and you go to the beach, that's cool. I know if I'm on a beautiful beach, I would rather share that moment with my partner, because that's the reason that the whole point of a relationship is to heighten emotions. It's to heighten great feelings. Because when you have great news, when something really good happens, what's the first thing you want to do? You want to share it with your partner. If you had a bad day, what's the first thing you want to do? You want to share it with your partner because it makes it better. So having a partner is supposed to enhance all the experiences that you have in life. That is why we pair bond. That is why we get partners in the first place. That's a big reason why most people get relationships. They may not be consciously aware of that, but that is the benefit of having a partner, right? You can sit up here and play with yourself, or you can go and do the real thing. And if you guys are in sync, the real thing is just going to be way more powerful. It's a heightened emotion. So explain to me something that you will want to do by yourself that you wouldn't rather do with your man.
Dependency. I do a lot of stuff without boyfriend. But I'm gonna say one more thing and then I'm gonna get off.
I know, but I'm saying what is something you would rather do by yourself than with your man?
I relax. I focus on my mental health by myself without my boyfriend. If I'm like, hey baby, like I'm going to the beach, he'll let me because he trusts me. He has my location. He checks in with me. I need to focus on my mental health. He needs to focus on his. And I'm going to say this and I'm going to get off. There is a difference between... Hold on. Wait. I'm about to say this. I'm about to get off.
Hold on. Before you get to that point, though, you make a good point. I promise you I'm going to let you finish. Have you ever went to the beach by yourself before?
Yes, I have.
She does that all the time. When she feels some type of way, she goes to the beach. Going to the beach and going to going to the beach and going to a different continent are two totally different things.
What are we telling you?
So when I asked Olivia, oh, what does she do? And she said, oh, I cook. Oh, I work out. Oh, I do fitness. She never said any of that.
Listen, I said I like being outdoors. I did say that.
So outdoors without Sean having to check on you and be on your back 24/7?
Yes, I've been to the beach by myself many times.
Without Sean being on your back and texting you 24/7 was my question.
The answer is correct. I told him when I've arrived, and I'm telling him when I'm on the way home.
Okay, well, I'm going to say this and then I'm going to get off.
That's surprising! That's not controlling! And he lets me do what I want to do, and I'm not trapped in this penthouse.
And I'll be honest with you guys, I don't think a man should be controlling. I think a man should be in control. I think a man should be a leader, but a man should never be controlling. Controlling is not a good thing, and that's the quickest way to drive a woman away. A man should be in control. When a man is in control, he feels powerful. When a man feels powerful, he can be the best leader for his family, for those around his relationship, and everything. Right? A man needs control, but he should not be controlling. It's two totally different things.
Okay, and like I said, I'm about to say this to get off because I keep getting cut off. That is one of my biggest pet peeves. And before I get disrespectful, because I know how I can get, I'm going to say this and I'm going to get off. There is definitely a difference between being controlling and allowing someone to do what they do And there is also a difference between being codependent and doing things together. There is a big difference between those two. And I think you guys need to figure that out before you even try to tell someone about someone else's relationship. That's all I'm going to say.
Yeah. I would have dropped the mic, but that was just not a moment. Listen, guys, we appreciate you guys being on here, man. We had some business owners up here. Listen, any business owners up here, love it. If you are in Florida and you are looking to start a business, I thought of a great idea. Somebody I want to like partner with. I want you to manage your business. I want to invest in the business. I got a great idea that I know we can run. And with that being said, y'all like this. Y'all like that. That mock turtleneck makes your boy look handsome. Guys, go follow Olivia AppleBarry on Instagram. Follow your boy on Instagram at Sean_T_Adams. And make sure you guys DM us success. Join the 1%. People that are actually positive, that are not saying crazy stuff. And also, listen, guys, I know it's all fun and jokes, but I don't think you guys should honestly like be joking about calling people rapists, pedophiles, things like that. Like, it's some stuff that's just like kind of like over the line. I don't think you guys should like do that. You guys can do whatever you want to do, but karma is real. Karmic debt is real. Like, I just don't think you guys should put out that type of energy or even like joke about that. And one more thing is, I hate to even like take it there, and I'm not trying to make it about race, but it kind of is. Bro, like, I don't think there's any group that tears each other down for no reason like Black people. Like, I don't know why we have to
I agree.
tear each other down. It's a crazy thing. We need to shift the conversations to unite. You guys can disagree with us. You guys can feel some type of way about us, but like, I don't think that we should like be like divided. I don't think we should operate out of hate. I think we should operate out of more like love. You guys do what you guys want to do ultimately. We appreciate you guys. We love you guys. Have a great night. Follow your boy on Instagram and follow the most beautiful, powerful queen in the world, Olivia AppleBarry. On Instagram at Olivia AppleBarry. And make sure you guys DM us so you guys can join the 1%. It's completely free. Okay? Completely free. I want another business owner up here. I should have gave that lady a blueprint to $1 million. But she just didn't want to listen. Next business owner that comes up here, I want to give some free game. All right, man. We appreciate you guys. We love you guys. Peace.